So we've been using Blanchard systems, well, the ad portal since basically the inception, and we actually helped have them develop the portal really based around the needs of the magazine publishing community. What we've always been very impressed with Blanchard systems is that they're very quick to respond. And you come back with ideas. You know, is it better if we do it this way? Is it better to do it that way? And then when we explain our needs as to why, yes or no, it's better to do it that way, you guys adapt very quickly. And that's why we've always been very impressed and we like to work with you guys. It's always a very collaborative atmosphere, whether it's just, you know, Gary will come down for an hour and we'll just discuss ideas, whether it's something that, you know, and we're always very open as Time Inc. to say, you know, we're not interested in this particular avenue, but what we think you guys are missing is A, B, or C. Of course you're out to make money, but you're not out to necessarily get our business. You're out to develop a better product, and you're always willing to listen to our needs. We never feel like there's any kind of animosity if we say, well, no, we're not going to do this with you guys. That type of relationship we really appreciate as Time Inc. We came to you guys to build us what we're calling a scheduling tool. We had a need at Time Inc. where we have over 20 publications. Every single publication managed their own production schedules using Excel spreadsheets, distributing those Excel spreadsheets in a couple different formats. If you take one publication, say InStyle Magazine, they would have an overall production schedule of every issue date for the year, and they would distribute that via email distribution list. They would email it out to people, and then it would change, and they had to email it out again. Then they would also have a version of it for another particular department that had a very niche need. They didn't need to see all those columns. They didn't care about when inserts were being supplied to the printer. They didn't care about when certain things were happening. So they created another spreadsheet that would go to just that department. And then every time something changed, they'd have to update both spreadsheets and email those out. And then there would be a third group. And so you can see how complex, and now we're talking about one magazine. It really started from our ad production department. They came to us and they said, you know, we receive all these spreadsheets from every single magazine, and trying to schedule their day, they need to know should I work on this magazine, or should I work on magazine A, should I work on magazine B? And so they have to look across all these spreadsheets. The new manager had come on board, and so what he actually started doing is he actually started consolidating all those spreadsheets into one spreadsheet, and with various filters and various, you know, everything you can do with Excel to sort of help see the whole picture from all the magazines. And so he was talking to us about that, and we very quickly realized, wait, we have a larger use case of this that's not just ad production. And so when we started throwing around the idea, we realized Blanchard systems, with the SendMyAd ad portal, there is some issue date information you can put in, but it just wasn't quite enough for us. So we contracted with you guys to expand that and then come up with the idea of what you guys are calling issue reports. With the idea of we could put in custom deadlines within the ad portal and then build individual reports that are shareable that pulls the issue data that we set up with all those issue deadlines, and be able to build an issue report that you can either have one magazine have that issue report, or you can have multiple magazines. So now all we need to do is build a custom report with all the magazines, and we can on the fly build a report with just the information that a particular department might be looking for, and then give them that URL and actually email them a URL, say click on this report and you'll get all the information you need. And that information is always the most up-to-date information. So the person that was updating maybe 5 to 6 spreadsheets every time something changed, they update in one place. And any one of these customer reports that's referring back to this database of information automatically gets updated. And that has really been a huge time savings for our operations staff that maintains these issue dates, because issue dates change constantly. And there's no confusion over, is this the right version? Was this the previous version? Wait, what happened to this? And there's lots of tools on there that we put in for like highlighting, so they can actually highlight in the report, well, this is the actual date that changed. So anytime anybody clicks on that URL, they can see, and they can see what the change is from the previous version to the next version. And it's now actually become what we're calling now, it's a system of record for all of Time Inc. We very quickly realized we have a lot of systems at Time Inc. that is ingesting issue date information, and we're actually now using this to actually send a CSV version of that file into that system that's populating it. We keep getting more and more requests about what can we do with this scheduling tool, and so we realized it went from this little idea of just for the ad production group to help them into all of Time Inc. is now actually using this tool. One little thing that I didn't mention is because this is these URLs are all HTML pages. If you go to our specifications website, I always had all the issue dates listed on the HTML pages. So if something changed, I had to update it. Well, now what I do is I just make a frame within the, say, Time Magazine's issue dates, and I create a special report of just Time Magazine's issue dates, and I now have that referencing that URL link. So it just saved myself time that I don't have to. We're not maintaining issue dates in various locations. We're maintaining it in one place, and everybody's getting the most up-to-date information.